countries, and Kenya. So would you mind, commenting on that, if possible?
I want a colleague, Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, to deal with that question.
Both Sudan and Republic of South Sudan are members of IGAD community. I, until recently, was a Kenyan special envoy to the South Sudan. And while we are busy dealing with the situation in the Republic of South Sudan, trouble also erupted in the north. And what has been happening in Sudan is a matter of grave concern, not just to the region, but internationally. You get two generals who initially linked up or teamed up with the civilians to topple the dictatorship then of President al-Bashir. But instead of handing over after a year, as they had committed in writing to doing, to the civilians, remember Prime Minister Hamdok was hounded out of office, and then the generals stand on each other, and the result is catastrophic. The number of refugees now in Chad, others heading north to Egypt, and others in South Sudan itself, in Ethiopia and the region, is alarming. So I think we have all, as international community, a responsibility because that country is going down very fast. And apparently, even as they meet in Jeddah, they are still fighting. General Buhran on the one hand, and Hamedi, who was supposed to be the vice chair of the council, quite frankly, it's a very difficult situation. I know that some in this part of the world wanted to intervene, and then others said, no, we think we are part of the problem. So we, as a country, are very concerned, and there's anything that we can do from the point of view of the Horn of Africa crisis. That's why our leader, Brother Raila, was very clear about this, that Kenya is seen to be the bastion of peace and harmony. That's why we can't afford to have Kenya go down the drain, because it's a anchor nation within even the community of IGAD. So what remains of IGAD itself is a problem. We do not know. With the situation in Somalia and now in Sudan, Ethiopia, of course, you all know, has had huge problems. And so let's work hard as a region, including helping. At least humanitarian assistance in Sudan seems to be the only hope those people have. But talk of 3 million refugees across Chad and the region is really very disturbing. So, and we hear, even in those parts, we cannot understand why, personally, can't understand. We used to hear of executive outcomes. Those are a group of mercenaries operating in southern Africa. Now this Wana group seems to be, it's the world is now getting socialized to the reality of mercenary interference, even within African countries. In Mali, we hear even perhaps in Sudan itself, the world has reason to feel very concerned. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kalonzo. Wrap this up. Yes.
I can add, perhaps we could get a message or a comment to families that have lost those